And here I am. I'm at the old RAF Machrihanish, Campbeltown Airport on the Mull of Kintyre. There are worse places to be. Today's flight is the shortest standalone domestic flight you can take, which takes place wholly on the island of Great Britain. It's just 58 miles between Campbeltown Airport and Glasgow Airport. The reason flying here is quite popular is because of the area's unique geography. Campbeltown is on a long peninsula, closer to Belfast really than Glasgow, and because of this, getting overland transport between Campbeltown and Glasgow is usually quite circuitous. Enter Campbeltown Airport, the former RAF Machrihanish, which at just over 10,000 feet has Scotland's longest runway, and it used to be designated as a relief landing ground for the space shuttle. The actual airport today occupies a tiny corner of the site, here in the northeast, and our twin Otter aircraft will only use the small area before the displaced threshold to take off, a far cry from the heavy jets which would have needed all 10,000 feet. There are other ways of getting between Glasgow and Campbeltown, of course. The bus will take you a little over 4 hours, and even if you drive yourself, even with no traffic, it'll still take more than 3 hours. Lastly, you can take the ferry via Ardrossan, but once you factor in the drive to Glasgow, that's nearly 4 hours of travel too. I took the bus, which is a really terrific drive, right from the heart of Glasgow out to the Mull of Kintyre. Flying's great, but it's also fun to travel overland to see the character of the country change. Campbeltown is one of those simple, honest towns with no airs and graces you get out in very remote parts of Scotland. The remoteness and slow pace of life attracted Paul McCartney to the area in the late 1960s, and he still owns several farms in the area. More on that later. So I know a lot of you have questions about what kind of hotels I stay in. Well, tonight I'm in the Argyle Arms Hotel here in the middle of Campbeltown, and I've just got in and they've given me a massive room. This is room number 1 at the Argyle Arms Hotel. Pretty good. There's free Wi-Fi. That is a lot of real estate for one person. So I think I'll probably enjoy my stay here. Let's just have a quick look at the bathroom. Wow, this is, oh, there's a step there, look. This is unique. I don't think I've seen a bathroom like this in over 20 years. That is very retro. But there you go, that's my room for tonight, mind the step. Room number 1 here at the Argyle Arms Hotel with a really goofy bathroom that has a step up into it for no apparent reason. But there we go. There is no public transport to the airport at all from the town. It's about a 10-minute taxi ride away. The whole airport is this single building, and I was lucky enough to be flying on a lovely day with almost no wind at all. This really is a place far removed from the hustle and bustle of Glasgow. Inside there is one bag sizer and one check-in desk. I'd selected row 1 online, but was told that when the plane isn't full, the pilots just leave their stuff there. So I was moved back to row 2. No problem really, and that kind of thing is part of the attraction of flying tiny routes like this. Today's video sponsor is Surfshark, an award-winning VPN or virtual private network. Surfshark is part of my personal travel arsenal for a whole list of reasons. If you're not attracted to the idea of leveraging lower ticket prices or staying safe on public Wi-Fi, maybe the whitelisting facility, industry-leading encryption and a quick kill switch in case you lose internet might convince you to give it a go. But I find it so annoying when you can't access some content overseas, but Surfshark can help. Activate the VPN and select an appropriate spoof location and voila, the content is restored. It's dead easy and costs absolute peanuts too. You'd be mad not to consider it, especially as Surfshark have a special deal for my viewers. Go to surfshark.deals/wingin for 83% off and 3 extra months for free of Surfshark VPN. So come outside, a few reasons really. Firstly, I've managed to find somewhere in Scotland that's too warm even for me, and that's the terminal building here, which has the heating on full. It's really warm. Secondly, I wanted to speak to you about what it's like in Scotland, what the travel situation is now. This video is being filmed on the 28th of April. It's a Wednesday, and Scotland opened to travel for any reason, leisure travel included, on Monday the 26th of April. So as far as the travel situation goes, you can come to Scotland, and that's why I'm here. It's actually always been possible to travel in and out of Scotland for work purposes, which, to be honest, this is my living. But I've waited until Scotland has been fully open for every traveller before making this video. The other reason I'm outside actually is that flight radar tells me that the aircraft has just passed over the Isle of Arran, and hopefully we will be able to see the aircraft soon as it makes its approach here into Campbeltown. Boarding is straight over the tarmac. Thanks a lot, cheers.
Bye. See you later. Bye.
Nearly. Hiya. Just 2. The seats on this twin Otter are laid out in a 1-2 configuration. You won't be able to take a full-size cabin bag on board. That'll have to be checked in. The biggest bag you can take aboard is about the size of my rucksack. We turn to the north and again to the east, and it's time to relax a bit. Well, as much as you can on an aircraft this small. This is very real flying. You'll feel every bump and turn, and the bonus of being able to see out of the front makes the Twin Otter an especially fun aircraft to fly on. I mentioned earlier that Paul McCartney has several farms in the area. They now stretch to about 1,000 acres of land. If you fly this route, look for the building with a red roof. That's definitely his. This is one of the more austere airline products I've reviewed. On a route and an aircraft like this, there are no cabin crew. There's no entertainment and just the seats and scenery for company. However, the legroom is actually pretty good and compares favourably with most budget airlines I've flown. As we pass over the Isle of Arran and cross the Firth of Clyde, the weather gets a little bumpier. This is Hunterston. I thought at first this was somewhere oil rigs were built, but it turns out it's actually where they're dismantled. I always enjoy spotting random airfields from the air. This one is Butte Airstrip. And so that's it. 25 minutes and 58 miles later, we're on the ground in Glasgow Airport, about a 15-minute drive from the city. Fares on this route start as low as £44 one way, which is only about twice the price of the bus. I booked fairly late and paid £80, but I think it was worth it to bring this video to you. Don't forget to visit surfshark.deals/wingin for 83% off and 3 extra months for free of Surfshark VPN. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.